So thank you, Sharon. We'll be talking about pull request etiquette, or how you can remain polite while doing code review. My name is Erik. I'm a coder, and I work at an awesome company called Salto. I'm going to talk about like GitHub terminology using PR and pull requests a lot, but basically, if you work with GitLab or any other technology like merge request, code review, it's all the same. So some prerequisites. All your repositories within your organization or open source product should demand code review before merging into your main branch. The same goes for CI checks. No code that is not tested should not be merged. While it's not mandatory, I do recommend working with Git Rebase. It will really clean your log in your main branch, making it simple to review, and it will actually optimize your CI builds as well, since it's the same commit shot traveling from your feature branches into your main branch. So why do we do these pull requests or code reviews? They help us focus the committer, because when you're trying to explain something, you actually think about it differently. It's also for learning, but for the reviewer as well. It's to validate the code standards that we want to set and to ensure that the change is even relevant or needed. Pull requests, however, are not passing responsibility or accountability. As a reviewee, I can open the pull request whenever I want, but I don't want to waste time of people reviewing things that aren't ready to review yet. So what I recommend to do is open that pull request as a draft and to prefix the title of it with work in progress. You should probably still fill in the body though. This is a great place for a checklist of kind of the design intent of whatever change you're going to do. As you're working, these are your new best friends. Git Rebase Interactive, you will do this all the time, squashing, moving around code, fetching things from upstream, etc. Another thing is Git push force with these. If you're collaborating on a branch and you don't want to overwrite things with Git push force, force with lease actually prevents that if the last commit is not yours on the origin. Your feature is ready, you've been coding, everything is awesome, you're preparing for the review. The most important thing is actually the Git log. It should be a poetic story, a shareable tale of your change. Each Git commit should be a logical change. That means that you should not have those, oh, typo, oh, working for reals, etc. Yes, those are real commits. They should all be squashed. The Git commit format is, as Linus taught us, a short 50-character or less summary for all those lovely one-liner Git logs. If you want to elaborate more, you can do that in the Git body. You can add metadata like ticketing and Jira, whatever you want. Do yourself a favor, be professional, and set a spell check, because that actually matters. In the end, when the pull request is ready, you will want to remove the work in progress as a prefix for the title, remove it from the draft status, and most importantly, have the body kind of explain the general gist of the change. Yes, that's a pun. The checklist that you're going through before doing this is all new code is tested and to start passing the CI. The lint is as well, and the pull request is not too huge because that's a real pita to review. So anybody could review this, right? But you should probably have some people that actually knows what this code is about. You should include managers, because it helps them not only to be in touch with code, but also with people. Someone from another team with a first set of eyes, and juniors. You will learn a lot from the questions that junior will ask. After receiving comments on your pull request, don't try to solve everything at once. Fix things in separate commits, prefix them with PR fix. Be responsible to notify people that asked for changes that you've pushed them. And don't guard your code with your ego. That is extremely important. As a reviewer, you're not responsible for running or testing the code. You are responsible to guard the Git log. That's incredibly important as well. The review process starts by reading the title and the body of the pull request, ensuring that the Git commits are sane and that the CI checks are passing. You should never start reading any code before this is done. That's a waste of time. As you're reviewing the code, review it commit by commit to actually get the story of the pull request. And that's really easy in GitHub. You can actually press N to go to the next commit. When you do comments, do that inline in the diff view, so they will be resolved automatically when that code is actually changed. You can comment on whatever you want, right? But do yourself a favor and actually comment on the critical business logic as well. If you have feedback, use emojis. They really sweeten feedback, even if the feedback is crappy. Never scream in caps unless it's a pun, and be polite. In the end, you can either approve, block, or comment. Comment is like meh. It's not really taking a stand. If you're the main reviewer, commenting is not enough. You should block if anything is really worth blocking. Just be clear why you're doing it, and don't be a douche about how you're writing it. Finally, you will get to set that, okay, this fulfills whatever standard you would set for yourself, you're approving, and don't forget the most important thing, never ever approve a pull request without an appropriate GIF. Here's the markdown shortcut of how to add that to your approved comment in GitHub. So as a reviewee, I had my pull request and I got that seal of approval. Yes, that's another dad pun. You clean up those dangling PR fix commits and you squash each of them into the relevant change or commit that is relevant to. You fetch Rebase push one last time, you wait for the CI because you probably shouldn't be able to merge without that, and you merge away unless it's extremely close to the weekend and you don't really want to wake up anybody with PagerDaddy, then don't do it. That's it. I've been Eric, and I hope you will be very polite with the new code reviews from now.